Well, hello there, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of Hermits and Crafting, and we're floating above my base, Mary Poppins style. And finally, you've all been asking, Scar, you needed more spaceships in your Star Wars base. Well, here you go. We're riding a raft on a pig being suspended by an ally, and basically, Etho and Cub showed me this game mechanic, and we kind of have flying machines in vanilla Minecraft in a very weird and a very finicky way, but this is so much fun. Ever since they showed me this mechanic, I have just been mesmerized by this. I wish I was smart enough to actually make this into some cool Minecraft contraption. I do have a question, right? So I've given the Allay ingots, and it's chasing those ingots and giving them to me because we're like best friends now. But the question is, will it pop the raft up a block without snapping the lead? Come on, little buddy, let's go! That's amazing. So you can have it go up and down without snapping the leads. Okay, I spoke too soon. Apparently it snapped the lead there. Regardless, there's got to be some really cool things we could do with this to, like, maybe actually make a flying machine. All right, science and discovery time. I have created platforms. I placed iron ingots on each one of those in hopes that the Allay will seek the iron and go to platform, giving us a flying machine in vanilla Minecraft. Okay. Appears to be we are descending and not moving forward. Little buddy, there's iron over there. You love it. It's hard, it's cold, it's metallic. You love it. Go after it, my friend. Please. Okay. Science and discovery is not a straight line, nor is it safe. I've got some changes here. So I've replaced all of the iron ingots on each one of the pillars in hopes that the Allay will go from pillar to pillar. And I've extended out this pillar here. Now, the real tricky part is actually rigging up everything. And oh my God, I'm roped into it all again. Gosh dang it, man. I don't have the neuro bandwidth for this kind of Minecrafting, guys. This is too much. Can I build a tree? Okay. I think I know what this is. It's boat to Allay, or is it Allay to boat? Oh man, I think it's actually boat to Allay. Yeah, it's boat to Allay. I think that's correct. All right, I'm gonna go sit on the pig and hope this worked. I'm moving. Wait, no, I forgot to give the Allay freaking ingots. Hold on, let me give it to him. And click. I think we did it. Okay, it's seeking the iron. That's good. That's a good sign. I'm gonna put more of that down so I keep it at the edge here. Now, where's Mrs. Pig and Mr. Pig? Oh, good, they're still alive. Okay, please seek the iron. Okay. Oh, we're moving forward. It's working. Oh, geez, we crashed. I hate scaffolding. I hate it so much. The burning passion. Okay. It's okay. I think we are learning. And I have a new idea for a different system. Found another interesting mechanic. It straight up just follows you wherever you go at like full speed. Now, if you had another player, you could literally make it fly all around. So I'm wondering if there's a mob that could hold an iron ingot and maybe it'll chase that. That's something I'd like to experiment. But first, the monorail track. That's right, we created some monorail track. So here's my crazy idea. Those neurons are firing now, all two of them. And basically, I'm just gonna put iron on top of the dirt and hope that the Allay is gonna go from ingot to ingot to ingot, and I'm gonna be below there just having the time of my life. Okay, I've hit my head on a block. That's embarrassing. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I don't really want to admit this out loud, but I think I forgot the sequence again. It's Allay to boat, right? And then I give that to your hand and I sit here and we should be propelled. Why are we not being propelled? Hello, Allay, why you float away? Why don't you love me no more? Okay, I'm going to use my brain here for a minute. I know it's going to be great. I don't want to give it iron because I don't want it to take off without me. So I gave it dirt. So I'm going to attract the Allay back with the dirt. I got dirt, little buddy. You love dirt. You love me. Oh, yes, you do love me. Okay, sweet. Now stand right here so I can lead you. So boat Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, geez, I'm roped into it again. Oh. Guys, I figured it out, but the problem is he flew away with the dirt and he won't come back. Did they code the Allay to be a cat, like a secret, like fairy cat? I think that's what we learned today. The Allays are secret fairy cats. Oh my God, it's working. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah, jeez, Louise, I'm stuck in the scaffolding, but that's okay. That's okay. It's kind of working. We're literally on a monorail. And if editor Scar isn't lazy, there's gonna be some monorail horns. Oh boy, we're fast descending. I don't know why, but we're heading straight down. Why am I down here? Hello? Take 2. We're gonna try this one more time. I broke some of the scaffolding. It's working. Oh my God, it's working. Now there is a cap on how many ingots the Allay can hold, but so far it's working and we're cruising along. Now this is super janky. Can you imagine if this was cleaned up a little bit? I tried to create a subway system on Hermitcraft with gas, the happy ones, and it didn't work. I wonder if there's a mechanic in this that we can actually try. Now we descended again, but I also had the time of my life. I want to keep refining this, but we've got to get into today's episode. This wasn't my plan, so enjoy today's commercial break, and then we can get to our build. Clear for takeoff. Whoa, hello there. Just packing up and getting ready for another travel adventure. And with today's video sponsor, Ridge, they make that a whole lot easier with their everyday carry, especially their travel products, from their suitcases to their backpacks and even their power banks, keeping me powered all day long. And that's magnets. That right there is science. And of course, they have their wallets, and a new item that I have is my satchel to keep my important documents and medicines close to hand when we're in those busy travel adventures. Let's learn a little bit more about Ridge. You might have noticed all of my Ridge products are orange, but you can find your own color for your unique vibe. Try the 90s capsule collection for a limited time. They just dropped the atomic purple power bank inspired by those old school translucent electronics. We already know Ridge's wallets are high quality construction, so let's just get right to the design. This is the coolest, hands down design Ridge has ever made. It is a 90s retro cassette. When Ridge says they have something for everybody, they mean it. Check out the Thunderbird, the Lone Wolf, and the Hot Rod designs. Each one comes with a wallet shade included. If this doesn't scream 90s nostalgia, I don't know what does. These wallets have a hand-drawn feel and are UV printed on scratch-resistant aluminum. Ridge's ecosystem truly has something for everybody's carry. And for a limited time, you can get 10% off using my link in the description. So click the link and check out Ridge's limited edition 90s collection. Welcome back, and listen in for me. Get close to your speakers or turn your headset up. Isn't that cool? So I added sound effects for the under portion of the arch. So a little bit of chimes, a little bit of wind going through the tunnel, and I think it adds so much ambiance. So Skiz and Tango helped me set this up, and it's basically this little system all rigged up, and it sends 2 records through the system and creates an endless loop, and I love it. I want to add so many more of these things to the area to really not only create a beautiful build, but also an atmosphere that makes you feel something when you walk through and hear those sound effects. So I'm really proud of what we created in the last episode. I think that came out really cool, and now especially with the audio. If you have any audio ideas, now let me know in the comments. But today we're going to be leaving the base and heading back to the shopping district. Oh, I forgot. In my last episode, I asked you how to do the shards, so putting those on the sides of the big pots. So we have the cool designs on there, which looks great. The problem is it's been a few weeks, and well, I completely forgot how to do them again. Welcome back, guys. It's Mr. Monopoly Scar Man, and we are here to finally finish the shopping district. So we had some fun over at my base, a little bit of a distraction, but now it's business. That's right, we're the Monopoly Man. We're here for business. Serious talk, serious voices. I can't keep that up. But anyway, this area right here from the very beginning has been planned out to become the Hermitcraft Central Bank. and the hermits will come here to do their banking and display their wealth from their shops. And I got some cool ideas. We have a lot of challenges when it comes to this build. The first one is just making enough space. So I'm feeling kind of hungry. So let's take a quick bite of the mountain. As you can see, now we have some actual space to start building. So a big chunk is missing here. And of course, we're going to soften this, make this look a lot better. And of course, we didn't interfere with Ethos Flying Machine. And I think this is going to be really, really cool. So once we complete the structure, get the interior going, we can bring other hermits in to help with a vault door, a system to actually show how many diamonds hermits have. So it'll be really fun to get some of the nerds, I mean my redstone buddies, involved. And I think that'll be really cool. So yeah, we've got a huge task for us today in building the Hermitcraft Central Bank. A quick aside from the episode, I want to apologize about the lack of episodes and streams. Between getting multiple reoccurring infections, planning the charity event, and then executing the charity event, I'm a little behind, so I thank you for the patience. We just got home from the event, and the emotions are still a little raw, but the community raised $1.4 million for kids in hospitals. And I'm tearing up here, and it's not that glorious photo right there. It is my emotions over being part of, in my eye, the greatest community on the internet. And knowing that the hermits travel the world to the community, showing up in the streams and supporting the charity with donations, or if you're just in the chat with your presence or sharing the link, like everybody contributed to make this one of the greatest charity events in my eye that's ever been done. And I just can't thank the hermits enough for the incredible segments that they put on, from Korean segments to Cleos to Rens to Tangos to Zeds, all the hermits that participated in them and once again traveled the world to be in one spot to raise money to help kids in their darkest days and just bring a little light, like a little levity, a little escapism from the confines of a hospital bed or a treatment room. So thank you guys so much for that. Like, that means the world. And when you do come on the server, when the world download drops at the end of the season, you'll be able to see your name throughout the Hermitcraft tunnels for those who donated during Tango's massive, incredible sign event. And you should have got notifications telling you where and which tunnel and who actually placed your sign, which is really cool. So huge thanks to the tech guys who made that possible. So yeah, it's it's fresh because I just got home and I just thought, you know what, I should hit the record button and just say thank you and how much I appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, where was I? Yes, none of that emotions. It's time to be serious. This is a financial episode of non-financial advice about Minecraft banking and diamond economies. For financial success in Minecraft, one doesn't just need a diamond portfolio of growth. They need a well-organized chess monster. It only grows, guys, but not in the good diamond growth category, in the negative, in the red here. Monopoly Man is not proud of me with this situation here. So all of the blocks that we need for today's build are in these boxes, plus some in Rusty. I want to make this bank build. I really, really do. So I'm going to have to dive in head first over here. I'm stalling. I'm delaying. I'm going to figure this out. Guys, it's worse than it was before. There are more shulker boxes on the ground after an hour of organizing. I need help. The first steps of accepting you have a problem is just acknowledging it. And I've got a lot for the project done in terms of blocks that I need for the bank, so that's good, but I made more of a mess. I need a monorail brick. That's right. I'm gonna go make another monorail. I actually think I have a better idea this time. Behold, version 2 of the Scar monorail, placeholder for a better name. So I got a little station here ready with some of our guys here. So we need to get an ally. So we're going to attach it, of course, here like a so. I think that's correct. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I got roped into it again. Jeez. Okay. I think I can share myself. Yep. Okay, good. All right. That's good. Have I already forgotten the order of this? Wait, was that right? I think it was. We just need to give the Allay iron and it should work. Okay. Up here, buddy. Up here. Come on. Oh, dears. Oh, dears. Oh, gosh. Wait. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait for me. Don't. I just set this up. Come on. No. Don't go without me. Come on, that's cruel. Come on, wait for me. Okay, we're on. We're on. This is glorious. This is the best day ever. I feel so much better. I can now take on the challenge of the chest monster. That was amazing. With the joyous feeling of the Scar monorail still within me, I was able to conquer the chest monster and get all the resources we need for today's build. Now, just pay no attention to the enhanced shulker monster behind me as I pack up my resources and flee to the shopping district to start the Hermitcraft Central Bank. And we need to now establish what the feel of the bank's going to be, what it's going to look like. And I think I'm going to channel my inner fear of banking. I've always been super intimidated to go to the bank. I always felt very judged, very imposed. And I think I'm going to channel those vibes when we build the bank up in the mountain there. And this area is going to look so cool when it's done. And having the... I just have all these feelings of a kid going to the bank and feeling like really nervous and judged. And, you know, anyway, I don't know if anybody else feels that same way, but yeah, let me know in the comments. But that's what we're going to do. So one of the big challenges of the bank is this wall all the way across here. So we're going to have to figure out what to do with that. We've got the chest monster locked and loaded and ready to go. And we're also going to have to figure out a way of getting our customers up into the bank. So from the street to the top. So the vibe of the bank, a lot of grays, a lot of tonal range, try to get some height to it to make it feel very imposing, intimidating, and judgmental. Like those bank tellers looking down at me as a child. Anyway, that's it. Super fast build mode and build out the Hermitcraft Central Bank. Hit it. End of super fast build mode and take a look at the start of the bank. Now I say start because I want to talk about some things that I want to do to enhance the design. But from here, I'm starting to really like it. It does have that feel of being very intimidating and maybe a little judgmental. So I am happy with that. And if we zoom in, you can see lots of little shading and details that I've added. So let's fly up to the top before we talk about things that I want to add to this. So out in the front, you can see that it is andesite and transitions into deep slate, or not deep slate, but tough blocks. And so what I'm trying to do is, as I mentioned, create a bit of contrast, a little bit of tonal range to really bring out some extra detail in the build. And that's similar to the bottom with stone to deep slate. And I think that does create kind of a nice shadow over the canopy of the main facade. So very, very happy with that. I think we got a lot of really good detail in the walls here. What it's lacking, and that's what we'll talk about in a minute, is just like a small pop of color. Yes, I want it to look like a stone metropolitan old bank, but I still think we could play around with some extra color and maybe some whimsy. We'll see. So I think that's looking cool. Let's pop over to the side and you can see I'm still trying to kind of work with kind of the lighter colors at the top where the sun's hitting it. And then under this architectural detail, it starts to go into shade once again. Don't worry about it not having a back. We'll discuss that in a minute. But yeah, I think the details there, it just needs a little bit more color. And I want to talk about that in just a second. And I will be putting proper like stained glass in the windows once we get to the point of doing an interior. And if we fly right here and zoom in, you can see all the little shadows up in this portion of the build. I don't know what the architectural term for this is. Maybe someone can correct me in the comments, but I'm going to call it the pointy bit. That's the term I'm going to use. I added shadow in the corners here. Just little bits of shadow here and there, and I think that gives it a lot more depth. So I'm really happy with that. Now, as I was about to cover the roof with just some blocks, I realized we need something at the top here to make it pop, because as of right now, it's just flat and boring. So I'm going to think about maybe like a dome of some kind up here, which I think could really, enhance the build and make it look a little bit better, because the top just feels very flat, kind of like my bald head. But I probably should address the elephant in the room, and the fact that it does not have a backside. And I'm a big fan of the backsides here. I always try to make sure the builds are all in 360, but for this, I had an idea. So as you can see, I was originally starting to work on the backside, and then it hit me. If this is the front door, our future front door going into the bank, and if the bank just ends here and there, this is all the interior space we'll have. But if we extend the mountain up to the back side, we can have way more room out the back by just carving into the mountain. So basically, we just extend the mountain over here, and then we have way more room to do what we want in the interior. And this is honestly a theme park trick. If you go into the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland or Disney World or any attraction where you see like a facade, you're not going into a ride within what you're shown. The real building that the ride takes place in is in like a 50 or 100,000 square foot warehouse in the back. But that mansion in the front is just there for show. So I'm going to do that for what we're building here. That's kind of the beauty of Minecraft. You're playing around, having a little fun, coming up with ideas as you go. So I'm going to work on bringing a little bit more of a whimsical touch to the build by a little extra color here and there, but still being raw, very intimidating. So yeah, give me another second and we should have this thing nearly wrapped up. So I've been going back and forth on a color, and I think wrapping the perimeter of the roof line with a little bit of copper is going to look good, and it is in line with old metropolitan buildings. Now, the real question is, do I go full copper for the dome? You have the dome structure there. I just don't know what color to make it. I think I'm going to commit to the copper. Yep. Copper was a good choice. It's still missing a couple little details, but we're on the right track. I love the copper dome from Spawn Point. I think it looks really cool and just kind of ties the whole building together. I'm really glad we actually took the extra time to do that. Now, as you can see, I have added a little bit of color, so some extra little splash of color at the top. This is the doorway, and eventually, of course, this is going to lead into the bank, but this looks really, really cool. Now, I did get a little bit crazy with the dome above. So I added the copper detail around here. We have the dome, so I think that's looking really fantastic. This is all coming together, which is exciting. But the interior, I decided to make a bell tower. And it reminds me of when my mom took me to her university, and there's like a bell tower there. So it reminded me of a kid going there and seeing the bells in the tower. And look at this, it's got like the little the knocker thing, it goes knock knock, bing bing, bong bong, and then lots of the little bells and stuff like that. I don't know why I did this. I just thought it would be fun. And yeah, we got a big bell. What's best about our bell is we can make it ring with a record. So every 12 o'clock we can go bing bing bong bong. It's going to be amazing. I have found a bit of a problem, and the good Martin here is going to help me out. Thank you, Martin. So I had a really cool art idea. So I was going to put this kind of like mural of sculptures up in the little triangle section above the entrance, but unfortunately the design called for copper golems. So I had some copper golems up there, but the render distance is so bad you cannot see it from afar. So I want to demonstrate. We can't see the copper golem we placed, but we can see Martin from at the end of the shopping district. And I believe the copper golem is a different style entity than the armor stand. And it's such a shame that it is, because we could use copper golems to do so many cool things in builds, but so many builds these days in Minecraft are viewed from such a distance that you don't want your build to look like Swiss cheese. So when you go in and out of its render distance, it pops in and out, which is such a bummer, because I was going to use it up in the little triangle piece. I was going to use it up in the columns. But if you have any other ideas on how I could maybe get around that or anything, let me know. But I still want to do some kind of little art piece up here in the future. So silly little tile entity. There it is. It just rendered in, but yeah, I'm still trying to come up with what I want to do up there. If you have any ideas, like I said, let me know in the comments, but we need to now move to a big challenge, and that is this sheer wall that needs some detail. It needs some life, it needs a staircase, maybe some trees. The bank is done. Look at that, looking absolutely amazing from the central point of the server. And we have a staircase leading to the front door. And of course, now we have our pink trees flanking the staircase. We have lights and a whole lot more, and even a little flag at the very top of the dome where our bells are inside, the little knocker. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. I think this came out really cool. It's so nice to finally have it complete. And I think there's a lot of really cool detail, and it definitely has that kind of old bank feel from an old city. It's intimidating. It's a little judgmental, as I was intending, but it does have a little bit of whimsy, right? We have a little bit of green mixed here. We had the pink trees, and of course we have our staircase that leads right up into the bank, and the hermits can come here and do their financing. So the plan with the bank is that we're going to build a massive vault inside here. But when the hermits deposit the diamonds, there's going to be a scoreboard with pillars that raise depending on how many diamonds they have. So it's kind of a fun little thing that the hermits will be able to show off their wealth here at the bank. And we just need some fancy redstoners to help me with this. But yeah, I'm very happy that this is complete. And of course, there is still so much more work to do to finish the interior, get some redstoners in there to get some cool stuff running and clean up the mountain. But look at how much work we did get done today. We got the trees. We even had this little grass field going up the side by the retaining walls, the stairs, and lots of cool things to discover in here, especially all the little detail, the little shadowing. I also added some copper bits above each window just to add that extra little splash of color. And yeah, hope you guys are excited about the bank. I'm very excited for it, especially getting some more hermits involved in it. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking time to watch the video. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to subscribe, because you may just become scarred for life.